Hey y'all, problem of the day 27. Math humor for you. It says I used to hate math, but then I realized decimals have a point. Okay, let's get started before you begin your review. Somehow or another I lost number 1, and I don't know how that happened, and I apologize. So, check number 1 on a calculator, Miss Childers, and share the answer with them, and let's have Joe Deals work it out on the board. And so you can pause the video and do that, and then when you come back, I'll start on number 2. Number 2 says 7/12 plus 3/4. Share with the class, Ben McPeak, what do you have to have before you can add fractions? Crossing my fingers that you say common denominators, and that would be the correct answer. I am almost positive that you did, little smarty pants. What is my common denominator going to be, Lexi Sloan? Yes, it is going to be 12. I'm going to bring down the first fraction. It already has a denominator of 12. I'm going to multiply my second fraction times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. What are my rules for adding fractions? Peyton. Add across the top, the denominator stays the same. 9 plus 7 is 16. The 12 stays the same. That is not a simplified fraction. 12 goes one whole time into 16 with 4 left over, and 4 over 12 reduces to 1 over 3. Check your papers, check your work, pause and fix if you need to, and let's go on to number 3. Number 3 is a multiplication. The first thing that I need to do is to make -7 be a fraction, because I need to multiply by a fraction. So I have 1½ times 7 over 1. Now you'll notice I did not carry my sign with me. I know that a positive times a negative is going to be a negative something. So I'm going to go ahead and evaluate that and forget it. I'm going to make my 1 and 1/2 be improper. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3 over 2 times 7 over 1. 7 times 3 is 21 over 2. 2 goes 10 times evenly with 1 left over. And I know it's going to be negative because I already evaluated my sign. 10 and 1/2, or 10.5. Now, I do not like to work with fractions, and sometimes I get my fraction rules a little mixed up. So what I probably would have done if this would have been my problem is 1.5 times 7, because I can remember my decimal rules a little easier. And if you did that, that's perfectly fine. You have to find what works for you. Moving on to number 4, I know a negative times a negative is a positive. So I'm not going to worry about my signs anymore. I'm going to multiply 1.8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. I have 1 swoop here, so I'm going to swoop over 1 here. So my answer is positive 7.2. Alright, good luck on your practice. I left the assignment for the chapter test in the textbook. Your substitute can check your answers as you go. I did leave extra work if you finish sooner or if you're too noisy. So please behave. I miss you a lot, and I'll see you tomorrow.